7 famous women who were terrible moms. Number 1. Courtney Love. Courtney Love married Kurt Cobain in 1992, the same year their daughter Frances Bean was born. Frances was removed from their care when she was just 2 weeks old. Frances was raised by her grandmother France and her mother. Her grandmother was the only constant thing in her life. Courtney admitted she used heroin once during her pregnancy. She was arrested for drugs in 2003. She lost custody of Frances in 2009. Since 2019, they have been rebuilding their relationship. Number 2. Jade Barrymore. Jade has a daughter, Drew Barrymore. Drew admitted she wished her mother was dead. "I have to grow despite her being on this planet," she said. Jade was incredibly jealous of her daughter's career, so she tried to control it. Jade took her underage daughter to parties and nightclubs. By 12, Drew had already been to rehab for drugs and alcohol. At 13, her mom put her in a psychiatric ward in California. When she was 14, she was emancipated from her mother. Number 3. Britney Spears. Britney has 2 sons with Kevin Federline, Sean, and Jaden. Childcare expert Lisa Hacker called Britney a selfish mom. She visited Britney's home a couple of times. Britney barely talked to or played with her 2 baby boys. The home environment ranged from chaotic to somber. Judge Scott Garden ordered the kids to remain with their father. He granted Britney 2 7-hour visits a week and 1 overnight stay. "Mom has struggled to give us both attention," said Jaden later. Number 4. Bridget Bardot. Bridget had her only son Nicholas with Jacques Charlie in 1960. She said she had never loved Jacques, but she was afraid of being a single mom. Bridget tried to terminate her unwanted pregnancy, but abortions were banned in France before 1975, and a legal operation was too dangerous. "The tumor that fed on me," she called her son. Bridget was later offered a role in Truth, but Jacques was furious and tore up the script. He locked Bridget in her room. She tried to end her life with sleeping pills. For a week, she balanced between life and death, but survived. When Nicholas was born, Bridget rejected him immediately. Nicholas was raised by his aunt. At the age of 12, he came to visit his mother. However, she refused to even leave him for lunch. Years later, Bridget decided to establish a connection with her son, but he said he would never forgive her. Number 5. Brooke Muller. Brooke and Charlie Sheen have twin sons Max and Bob. She was in rehab dozens of times due to drug use. Brooke also lost custody of her kids in 2013. Number 6. Kate Moss. Kate's only daughter, Lila, was born in 2002. Kate has been busted for drugs several times. She left her daughter around her drug-using boyfriend, Pete Doherty. However, she never lost custody rights. Number 7. Joan Crawford. Joan adopted 4 children, 3 daughters and a son. After her death, her daughter Christina published a memoir. Christina wrote about how Joan beat and slapped her. Joan even tried to strangle her daughter. She strapped her son into his bed with a harness each night. Joan was also a heavy drinker. Some of Joan's friends have expressed dismay. They insist Christina made it up for notoriety's sake. But will we ever know the truth?